As you can see, Navisworks brings in every imaginable property you could ever need. But some people just need more. No problem. In Navisworks, we can add custom fields to any object that is not inherent to the program that published the object, such as Revit or AutoCAD. By adding a new User Data tab, we can actually add a new tab to the Properties dialog and start adding custom parameters to that new tab for any object you may have selected. So to get started, let's open up our Navisworks essential.nwd file. On the roof, let's zoom in on the staircase here. Go ahead and right-click on the stairs here and go to Select Stair. Let's make sure our properties are on. So on the Home tab, make sure you click the Properties button if your properties aren't already showing. We could make this item wider if we want. Notice that we have a lot of information already appended to our stairs. All this information came from Revit, as we can see. But suppose we want to actually add a new tab and add our own properties to that. Go ahead and right-click in any area here, and let's select Add New User Data tab. Let's arrow over to the very end, and let's go to User Data. Right-click in the field here. Let's insert a new property. Let's take a look at the 4 different properties. If we want to add a string, we're going to add a text field. A Boolean is a simple yes or no callout. A float will be a decimal number, and an integer is a whole number. Let's add one of each. Let's add a string. For the property, let's say railing type. Let's hit enter. Right-click on railing type, and let's edit property value. This is the text field. So let's just say 1.5-inch tube railing. And let's hit OK. Let's right-click again in the User Data tab. Let's insert a new property. This time let's do a Boolean. For the property, let's type in galvanized. For the value, just double-click on no, and it will switch it to yes. Right-click again, insert new property, float. This gives us a decimal number. Let's type in risers. Double-click on the value. Let's type in 8.5 and hit OK. Right-click, insert new property, integer. This will be a whole number. Let's type in landings. Double-click on the 0. Let's type in a 1 and click OK. Remember, this new tab and parameters are just for that object you have selected. To add the same data to multiple objects, make sure you select them in the selection tree and select them all at once. Make sure they're all selected first.